A Soviet bunker. We are in a hunt for a Soviet bunker. And there is a Soviet. We have found it. And then scratch. The Soviets must have. Surely there it is. Oh. Bit dangerous to step. Burn wood throughout the night. So this saw was made. That's some Christmas gift. Grandfather told me things they did to young women. Border of the country is Operation Barbarossa. Wow. Gordon Ramsay. Now look at this phenomenon. It's approaching 7 a.m. We are frying in here. After driving for about 1 hour in the road, you've seen the conditions, how bad they were. We arrived, guys, and we are in a hunt for a Soviet bunker. Right here in eastern Poland, we're gonna find the so-called Molotov line, where there are tens, if not even hundreds of bunkers all throughout the Molotov line. Let's see if we manage to find it hidden deep somewhere in the forest. After marching for 30 minutes, we are approaching something in the middle of the forest, right there. Can it be something interesting? Let's see. But it's placed, oh my god, I think nothing is there. It was just an illusion. Wait, it's not here. There's a fair bit amount of uphill climbing. It's not a flat area here, so it's quite a trek. It's not a walk in the park, but we're doing it. So this has to be lynx marks. Look how tall the lynx would have stood here and then scratched here. Look how tall. That's basically at my head height. So yeah, a friendly lynx. And here another one, look. He would have stood here and then scratch. Amazing. Broken down outpost. Okay, another 20 minutes trek. And then this time, I think there it is. Let's get close, huh? Right after this hill, which I think, by the way, is artificial. The Soviets must have made it in 1939. It looks like something of anti-tank, like protection. Let's see if there's something over. And surely there is. Wow, look at the ditch. Wow, look at the incredible ditch. And there is a Soviet bunker. We have found it. In the middle of the forest. Look at this ditch. They made it so the tank could not cross this place. Wow, it's gonna be a ride to get over there. Even for a man it's very hard to do, let alone the tank. Okay, let's try here. So now imagine you are sitting there with a machine gun and a Nazi German soldier comes here. He's right here to be shot. Easy target. I think this crossing have been done like later by the Polish people probably. Surely there it is. A Soviet bunker. Wow. You would have lived all your life here, you would have no idea it's here. Okay, now let's see if we can sleep here. What do you think? A Soviet bunker. So the side from here has been blocked. Oh. An entrance. Wow. The acoustics here. Inside of a Soviet bunker. Steel supported ceiling, some piping system. Has had to be a ventilation for some type of gassing, maybe. And then this place for passing over ammunition. It's all guesswork. And then look at here, the lookout place. So we would have had the periscope looking there. And then this blown out. From the inside of what I see, it has been blown out. Let's explore the Soviet bunker. Let's try to get on top of it before we set up our camp. Okay, now we are on top. With all these holes, it's potentially a bit dangerous to step. Okay, anyways, we are sleeping here tonight, right underneath. Okay, it's time for some woodwork. Burn wood throughout the night, whole night, right in here. So let's get to work. So I'm gonna put 2 layers of gloves. The gloves for moist, for water, and then another for extra warmth. We are right next to the blown out entrance. So the idea is, from the corner, the heat will reflect off of the nutstone, the concrete walls. It's about what, -5 degrees at this bunker. Prevents all the wind coming in. But there's good ventilation. There's this blown out hole, an entrance here, so I'm thinking the fire here will have a lot of wind flow, which will make it safe. As a hardcore outdoorsman, obviously you have to bring some hay to start a fire, right? And then the jacket is gonna be smoky. If you wanna start a fire without nothing, just using your hands, look at this. You just use the technology. Very smoky. But the fire, as it's bursting more, it produces less smoke. Getting hard to breathe. Gotta leave. Am I keeping this for the bed? Yeah. The fire's going. Let's get some more juice. And then we gotta build a bed. So let's see how it goes. This thing is not sharp. So this saw was made in about, let's say, 1980s. So it even comes from the Soviet times, almost like the bunker. Jumpy boy. Picking them up, literally like flowers. That's how dry they are.
for the bed. It's not cutting. Got some Christmas gifts, tea with honey and a cookie. We're gonna use the honey. So today is 3rd January of 2026, by the way. Happy New Year. Beautiful honey. Whoa, it's actually too hot. Let's put it here. Wow, the honey, amazing. We'll add it later as we pour it. We'll leave some for the morning. Cheers. pick some more. Sitting here brings back some real emotions towards the Soviets. My grandfather told me stories. He was born 1933, so he was 6 by the time of war, and he had way more respect toward the Nazi Germans than the Soviets. The Soviets were the plague, you know, but the things they did to young women or old women, they would steal everything. This bunker was built 1939 when the so-called Pact of Hitler-Stalin or Ribbentrop-Molotov was established, and the pact was basically dividing country of Poland into half, and the border of the country is exactly where we are sleeping in the bunker. The Soviets made this because they knew the danger coming from Germany is gonna eventually come, and soon enough it did come in 1941 when the Operation Barbarossa started, which was the massive invasion of Soviet Union by the Nazi Germans. And these bunkers, they would be the first targets, and they would quickly fall, you know, facing the behemoth of a force of the German army, the Wehrmacht. Wow, so good. Itsush, what do you think? Woo! A pinch of salt never kill nobody. Yeah, it's salt, affirmative. Cute little jars that we got from our family. Thank you, family, for feeding us. Let the rice boil, and we'll add some nice things called veggies or vegetables. Half for tomorrow's breakfast. Most precious vegetable, the onion. How should we Soviet chicken, because we'll have some nice marinated chicken. Do them in halves. Gordon Ramsay, comment down below. What do you think of this Soviet cherry tomatoes? They're ready to be added. Let the rice take in some water. Adding it the marinated chicken. Some herbs, spices. Gonna be epic. Goes for my baby. Itsush. The food is now ready. That's the table. Let's see if we can destroy. It is gone. So good. The food here is 10 times better. I even wanna eat that. Ooh. God is good. Goes to the gods. What a bizarre thing, guys. The fire is going very much. And look at this phenomenon. We have this opening here. And the leaves are dancing in there. Can you see? Because of the hot air pushing it. Wow. We are stocked up with the wood. It should be enough for tomorrow morning. I think the sun rises about 7. Now it's 10:20. So let's see. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow morning. So we made it to another day. It's approaching 7 a.m. The fire I got it was not nearly enough. I had to go twice and collect a lot more wood. But other than that, very warm. We are frying in here. Huge fire all the time. We ate so much yesterday, we're not even having eggs as we planned. We're just having a snack of these bad boys. These are nuts covered with something. And the tea. But I'm saying goodbye. See you in the next one.